and gentlemen, my name is Florence, and it's another episode of Flow with Flow, the show that brings you different topics as it's pressing us in the country or as individuals or in whatever angle you want to see it from. And today we are going to be discussing the state of the economy of the country, because in one way or the other it affects everybody, whether old or young, rich or poor, middle class, upper class. Anywhere you find yourself, you notice that the state of the economy of the country today is affecting everybody. Now, recently there is hike in fuel price. We're going to be discussing that. We're also going to discuss about the a lot of students, a lot of parents unable to pay their children's school fees, which has led to impromptu postponement of school resumptions, and a lot more. We're going to be discussing that. And today I have an amazing person with me in today's episode. He's my friend. He's everything, Sha. He brings a lot to the table. He's not just the table. Please join me and as I welcome to the show Bolu of Lele. That of Lele is very, very important to me. Hi, Bolu.
Yeah, good afternoon, Lagos. Good to see you.
Same
Looking
here.
good.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Good to be on the set with you.
It's good to have you here. So, our today's topic is the state of the economy of the country.
Yeah.
How are you seeing it? How is it? I'm sure that it's affecting everybody. Daily activities, whether you're going to work, you're working from home, one way or the other, it's affecting everybody. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's really affecting, everyone, as you've said. It's something that is making us regress, in our standard of living and how we go about our daily life. The price of products, the price of everything we buy for us to be alive and for us to live that life it gets expensive every day.
Yeah.
And you talk about how the school are being postponed.
Yes.
It's something that has not been heard before,
Never.
because it shows that a lot of families that are maybe living on an average life is becoming they are digressing. They are becoming more poorer, if I'm to use that word.
Yeah.
The standard of living is dropping.
Dropping by the day.
And the quality also reduced with the way they do their things and the things they buy in market. So it's so unfortunate that we are in this kind of situation right now in Nigeria. We can't blame this government. But we're going to blame our past leaders. They've actually put us in this precarious situation that we find ourselves. And instead of the present government to manage what is on ground, they've been able to, they've not actually done anything, it must be said, because everything just looks as if there's no positivity. But right now, it's something that I just want to, plead with everyone that they should just take things easy. Things has been pretty difficult for us, and I'm just struggling with words because I'm really getting emotional right now.
Yes.
Because it's not easy. It's not
really
easy
touching.
Because what you buy, a product that you buy for 5 naira in 2 years, 3 years ago, now you get it for 30 naira.
And the naira keeps depreciating every
yeah,
now
and that is not even, that should be one of our greatest strengths, but it's becoming more weak, every day, and it's not helping things. It's not even helping the importation of goods,
Yeah.
and all of that. And the government also are not thinking of, looking into what exactly needs to be done. We've got a lot of resources, a lot of natural resources that we should dip our hands into, cultivate.
Yeah.
Agriculture is there, mining of, a lot of things that we can actually grow for us to become a nation, to become a better nation.
True.
To help our economy, boost the economy as well. All of that has not really been looked at.
So,
every time and then we just borrow, and
yeah,
it's not good for us.
And I also feel like one of the problem we have in Nigeria is because like we don't feel like we could multitask.
Yeah.
Now Nigerians feel like, okay, Nigeria is blessed with natural resources, oil and all the stuff like that. So because of that, they don't focus on agriculture and other things that can actually yield us a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now everybody is focusing on fuel. Now the fuel now is not favoring us at all, because last week coming to this present day, the hike in the price of fuel is crazy. Where you go just to get to where you're going to and then coming back to your house will take you like 1,000 naira. Now it's like double the amount or even triple the amount. It's crazy. How do you see that?
I mean, it's indeed crazy because I don't know why the government have actually, taken off inflation of all of these things we were talking about. Because if the inflation is still there, maybe the price will not be at this level. I can never in my life as a Nigerian think that I'm going to get fuel for 900 naira per liter.
Thing that we own
900, something that we own, one of our natural resources, is distorting, it must be said. And
very, very
I just think about a lot of people that struggle for all of these things. And fine, it's one thing for you to make it available, is one thing for you to get. You understand? A lot of people queue with their
the queue
cars.
is so long.
Queue almost, sometimes they spend a day, the whole day, the entire day that you should be looking for how to survive.
Yes.
You spend it in a filling station looking to get fuel. It's not really a good news, and it's really sad right now. But
It's really sad.
again, I don't know. We will still play on the government to do something about it.
Yes.
Something must be done. Like, something really must be done, because fine, Dangote has come to our aid, ensuring that fuel is available, but yet it's like 850 naira per liter, if I'm not mistaken, the price of liter, from NNPC and the likes. But for other, depots where fuel are being sold, it's not selling at that price.
Yes.
So, and it's not, there are some places where people live, the NNPC doesn't exist.
Yes.
So you have to deal with what you have.
You
have to, get from the available, depot. So I hope the investors and people that are in charge of filling station and fuel in Nigeria needs to do much better. Think about the masses. It's about the masses. It should be everything should be about us first.
Yes.
And not about them, and not about whatever thing they think of, or of themselves. So it's about the masses, because the masses put them in place to have a better governance.
Yeah.
And right now, it's not what we are getting.
It's not.
It's over a year now into Tinubu administration. Nothing has been done yet, and it's just incredible.
It keeps getting worse by the day. And like this, the state of the economy of the country has made the citizen to feel like at this point,
Yeah.
this is the time where you have to do anything just to make sure that you survive. So today when I was coming to work here, a lady almost fell victim into this one chance of the vehicle, because there's no fuel.
Yeah.
It is difficult to get vehicles to where you're going. So anyone you see is a struggle. Imagine you're struggling to pay for something you're paying for, you're struggling to get it. Now in that vehicle, there were a lot of, they were hefty guys. But at that point, I know when you're in a hurry to go, you could not actually tell, because me personally, I'm this person, if I'm entering a vehicle, I tend to look at the faces in that vehicle first before I enter.
Yeah, very important.
If I'm not comfortable with the faces I'm seeing, I'll wait for another. But this lady, she's in a hurry, so she doesn't have to. So she was even struggling to enter. It was the last mile personnel that was there that noticed that there's something off about this vehicle. So he started screaming for it from where he was. One chance, one chance, one chance. That was what actually saved that lady. Now, at the verge of her trying to get down, her phone was already going.
Wow.
So, that's how fast these guys are. In the name of, I must survive the Nigerian, because it's a Nigerian thing now. Nigeria is happening to all of us. Now, another pressing issue I want us to talk about again is in school. Now, we're in September, when schools are supposed to be resuming.
Yes.
But unfortunately for us, Nigeria has happened to our schools as well. Because a lot of parents are unable to pay their children's school fees. And because of that, a lot of schools are not resuming. They are being postponed. Where did we get it wrong?
I mean, if where we got it wrong is and worse, is that the government have actually, make a clear contrast between the rich and the poor. Average citizens can no longer fend for themselves like they do in the past. So when instead of you to become instead of you having a better family, having a better source of livelihood, enjoying life as a Nigerian, what we now do is that we now trying to survive. We are now at the survive, stage of it. We survive. So when you're surviving means things are not going the way it should go.
Yeah.
So the money that you're supposed to spend, maybe for example, now you have a man that owns a family, as let's say he earns 100,000, for example, now in a month, and in that 100,000 you spend maybe 50,000, or 50% of that income you spend it on your family, like the feeding, let's say 30%, let's say 30,000 on a child that is supposed to go to school,
Yeah.
and all of that. But fast forward to 2 years, that 30,000 naira now is not enough. They've increased, they've hiked the school fees. Now you're spending 50,000. So the 20,000% that's supposed to go for everyday feeding in the house has now been added to the money for school fees,
Yes.
because that child must go to school.
Yes.
You understand? Now with that, everything is a struggle, and now you now have to go and look for extra means for you to make more money, for you to feed your family. So it's proper struggle, and these schools are not really helping, because it must be said that one of the business that is growing rapidly and fastly in Nigeria is school. A lot of people want to build school. You go to Ogun State today, you see a lot of schools, both from secondary school to universities, private and also other schools that people are, venturing into. Yeah. And they don't care about what people are going through as well. That's why a lot of people still say, and I hear from a lot of people that I listen to, they'll say, we are our greatest enemy. Because when we create businesses, we don't think about the masses.
We just want the profit.
We just want the profit. We just want to, get a better, just want to live a better life.
Yeah.
We don't think about, the next person, the next neighbor, what the next neighbor is facing. You understand? So instead of now the schools, the private and the public schools, instead of them to think about how, you can reduce, that school fees, so that everyone can be able to,
attend school.
Yes, attend school, those children to attend school. All of that is not happening. What they keep increasing it, because they will tell you the textbooks that you buy for your students have also increased in the market.
Yes.
So they also have to do they have to increase, the prices. So all of this is really affecting family, and more reason why a lot of people are leaving the country. And I don't think it's everybody that has the means, the means to actually leave the country. So it's total struggle, and it's really sad. Something that has not been done before. You mean? Most private schools, they have the money, they have everything.
Yeah.
They don't decide, they don't just, if they put a date through, that date comes through, and every student goes into school, they resume. But right now, they have to postpone, because don't forget, a lot of family actually pay ahead of resumption for their school fees, for the children's school fees. But right now, it's not it. And it's really sad. I will still say it's really sad, because I don't want to, I feel for those families where they are struggling, Normally they're struggling to even eat. Children must go to school, because
I think this is the time where they're saying, God, I beg, come down from heaven and help us. God. We really, like, at this point, because really we just have to remain hopeful and just
exactly
pray
that's the only thing left with Nigerians. Hope.
Please, Nigerians, don't give up.
Exactly.
Let's continue. The most important thing is that you have to be alive. Just in all you do, stay alive. And don't go into the wrong things, please, because you have to think of your neighbor, because most of these wrong things that we are doing is affecting another person.
Yes.
And then like it continues.
There's
like
a ripple effect.
Yes, like that. So anything you do, just make sure that you're thinking of the next person, because you could actually be the victim tomorrow.
Absolutely. Because you talked about the lady.
Yeah.
She's trying to go to work.
Yes, to make ends meet.
You understand? And as you said, there are not enough cars, public bus available, and she has to just move and with time.
It's terrible.
Because there's always a time frame for every work. You understand? So it's unfortunate. But hopefully the government can do better, come to our aid, as also the citizens hope that things can get better in the future.
Hopefully, like, we just have to remain hopeful and pray. Let's continue. Don't just pray that things should be better. Pray for your leaders.
Yeah.
You have to pray for them.
Very important.
Because you see this prayer of it, a lot of us are very, very greedy with prayer. If you are praying for yourself, and then you're not praying for the people in authority, who, like, whether you like it or not, everything that happens in Nigeria the power is in their hands.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
because this whole fuel hike, the hike in price of fuel and all, do you know that if the government like they have the power to like okay today now let this whole thing stop. Fuel
Mm.
should be sold at 200 naira,
Mm-hmm.
should be sold at 500, 400. Like they can actually do that. So is this prayer that we are holding that we actually work for us. So let's be very generous
Mm.
with our prayer when we pray. Pray for your leaders. Pray for God to touch their hearts in whatever in whichever religion they are
Yeah.
practicing or that you yourself are practicing. Just pray that God touch their heart and because at the end of the day everything works together for our own good.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand? So what are your your parting words? What do you
Yeah.
have to say to Nigerians?
So like one of my mentors do say, especially after every show, he talks about how he complains about everything, but in the end, just like what we've done today,
Yeah,
on today's show, we'll say God bless Nigeria. That's the only thing. We'll keep praying, just like what you said. Keep praying for Nigeria, keep
yeah,
praying for our leaders. These are what other countries do for their leaders. Irrespective of the hardship. Don't forget, Nigeria is not Afghanistan. Is not all those other countries where things are not really good with
yeah.
them. But
It is hard.
irrespective of what is going on, it's still our country. You understand? And we need to embrace it, but not embrace the good things clearly. But again, we just say God bless Nigeria. Nigeria will be great. Very soon, very soon, very soon.
Very, very soon. Just keep hope alive. Thank you very much, Bolo, for being
Yeah,
here.
it's a pleasure, Johnny.
We're really
So,
well. I really appreciate it.
you're looking good, anyways.
Thank you. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, it's still flow with flow. Stay blessed.